to say work-life balance. It's very difficult to actually get it at times, but you need to just prioritize. At every point in time, you need to pick. You make sure that none of this aspect of your life is suffering because they are doing a program, or because they are working, or because they are a mother, or because they are a wife. You don't have to be able to strike a balance.
On the Voyage family, welcome to another episode of The Voyage. And today I have this wonderful friend of mine. I will never to introduce herself because I'm not sure I can do justice to that. Can we please meet you?
Okay, my name is Oluwatosin Oladipo. I'm presently running my PhD program at the University of Ibadan, and I'm a lecturer at Federal Polytechnic at Ekiti.
Okay, why did you do your master's? You are done with BSc. Must you do your master's?
Actually, I came from a family of academics. My dad is a lecturer, retired now. My mom, retired principal. My grandmother, retired principal. So it's like that's like the standard. I have like
That's like the standard in your family.
One of my aunties is a professor.
Wow.
One is as well like a reader. So like my family, that's like our part, like the clear part, sort of.
Okay, so does that make your MSc program easier? I mean, knowing that you have these experiences.
Yeah, I think the bare minimum that they expect from my family is for you to have masters.
Oh,
even if
minimum.
Yeah, even if you don't want to go into academics, like my immediate younger brother, he did his masters, but now he's practicing something entirely different from geology. But he had to get his masters. All of us, like my siblings, they all have masters. So it not depends on you if you're not in academics or decide to go to another field. Even my cousins too, like the minimum is like masters.
Okay. So what were your challenges, or what was the highest point? Let me start with the highest point during your master's program.
I don't know if I really have the highest point, but one I just noticed in my master's is a bit it's like I got an exposure from my undergrad, different from my undergraduate days, because in UI there's this student lecturer relationship.
Okay.
That is not it's not like it's just different from other schools. You can actually walk up to your lecturer here, you can talk, you can discuss.
Compare your BSc program and your MSc program. Which one was more challenging?
Funny enough, let me see. I think my master's was more challenging because
Why?
Yeah, because of let me see. For my masters, my supervisor was Professor Fagade. He's a workaholic. So
another professor.
Yes,
BSc.
you will come during public holidays. You can ask you to come on weekends, and you can't just do anything in the lab. Prof will want to get to the lab with you and check your slide. You just want to do gram stain, maybe you want to check your fungi isolate, and they tell you wait for me, and you go and wear his lab coat. You will wear his lab coat. You now line up. Everybody would have prepared your slides. You now be wondering like, I hope I've done the right thing and all that. So and it was HOD then. So it was very busy.
Wow.
So you have to wait till it's done. And that thing actually, like I said, one thing that you actually taught me is to put my student first. And to actually know that if you're a lecturer, you need to be able to give out. And Prof will always say something that you will keep learning that. And at that time, that nobody has attended conference more than him in this department. There's always attending conference. There's always improving himself and all that. And then when I wanted to start my research work, there was this conference organized by Central Research Lab for FTR and FTR majorly, because that was what I was going to use to interpret my result. It was 60,000, and that was around 2012. And my friend said he's going to attend, and I must attend. I was like,
wow.
That before I start anything, because there's no way I will interpret my results if I don't learn that thing. So we're at that conference together. I know, Prof HOD, like you want to hide. Then come and sit down here. Come and sit down here. And you sit down. After this, let's do a picture. I really like it's your boss, like the HOD. So that thing actually.
Were you a lecturer then?
No, I don't really fetch at school, but I don't time working. So it was a new experience for me compared to my BSc. Big like just that kind of thing, you go your way. But this one, how we call it, and there's something they used to do then too. Like we have meeting with all these MSc students to ask about your family, what can you do. So it was just a new experience. It was so surreal, and I actually loved it.
Wow.
So it was challenging, but it was a great learning curve for me. Because for BS it was just normal, you read and pass. You read and pass. But for master it's more like this is live,
practical.
Yes, and all that.
Okay, so what were the life lessons you learned during your master's program, and how did you now apply it in your area?
Okay, I think I mentioned it that the first thing is the student-lecturer relationship.
Okay.
Actually, from that thing shaped by the student-lecturer relationship, and up to today, I try to, even if I'm not like Professor Fagade, I try to,
be like you.
I try to be like him. I ask my students two questions. At times it can be very overwhelming because until you're in that shoes, you don't know what lecturers. You just think the job is easy. You have so many things you want to do, so it's very, very difficult creating time for students. But you just have to do it because that was one of the things that actually attracted me to lecturing, like him and everything there. Like, how is this man? HOD is a family man. He will still ask you about your husband. He will ask you, how's your husband? How is this? How are your parents? I was like, how is this man doing this? So that's one thing I'm able to even practice with my students. So it's difficult because everybody is busy, but I still try to like want to make impact and do my bits too. And I still follow them to do that to check to check their slides too. Like, yes.
Thank you very much. Yeah. Okay, so let's now know your lowest point. Was there any time you almost gave up on your master's program, or do you have any lowest points you'd love to share? And how did you scale through?
So I think I don't think I had a point I wanted to give up, but I think my lowest point was when you start research, I think I'm not just working like you culture because the work I did for my MSc, someone already done it for PhD. So, but that did not use fungi. So when I thought I was going to just complete the work, like consider. So when I saw a bit of the strain of the fungi, we using them mineral salt medium. So I was like, this thing did not go well. So I said, this thing grew well, no. You are going to work on fungi. And everybody used to run away from fungi because it does not grow on time. And all your friends, they can just culture today and tomorrow they will see, but you have to wait for 7 days. And it was a bit challenging because when you culture today, you have to wait till 7 days time.
Wow.
And at 10 days will come, the thing just too small. So the first initial project was frustrating. But it was at the point of giving up, but just like it taught me patience.
Patience.
That when Prof sees the plate, Prof will say, this thing is going well, and it should just be small. So that's like, no one will support you again. So that's another 7 days or 5 days minimum. So it was that was a bit challenging and a bit frustrating because your mates that started their work after you. You're almost done. You are still struggling with getting your fungi to grow and all that.
All right, thank you very much. So, can you tell us when you start your PhD program and why did you have to start your PhD program?
Okay, so obviously I'm in academics, so I had to start my PhD program. So I started
when did you start?
2022.
Have you had any challenges so far? Yeah, everything's just going on smoothly.
The good thing is, like I said, UI has this thing with students lecturer relationship. I have a very good supervisor, and that's one of the things that I always like about UI. You always have supervisors that are ready to talk to you. So it's not, there's nothing that is not challenging. But when you have a mentor or a supervisor that is actually relatable, so even when you are going through a particular down point in the research, they'll be able to tell you that don't worry, do this, do that. And the good thing about a PhD supervisor is that he likes research. So even when things are going away, there was one that we're doing tests and we had to be doing maybe every 3 hours, like it's run into the night, like 9 p.m., 12 p.m. Just supposed to be going on. I'll complete it. And things like that. So it's not that it's not challenging, but one of the strengths about University of Ibadan lecturers, at least I know in microbiology, is that they are actually ready to help their students. So just say, go, I'll complete it. Or don't come, don't worry, let me do this today. Take a break, take a rest. Or if it's weekend, because then we used to do, when it's first time my PhD lab work, we'll do weekend. And I was like, come by this thing. There was one that came late. So I was trying to cook for my husband, and he said, come by 2. So I came late, like 30 minutes. He was like, so. I said, I'm sorry, I had to cook, I had to do this thing. I said, okay, let's continue the work. And all that. So it's very understanding. So it's challenging, but the good thing is the lecturers and UI, you actually have a good.
So looking back on your MSc program, is there anything you love to change?
For my MSc, really, I had a nice, good time doing my MSc. I had my good supervisor. I had my good project mates in the environmental lab. It was actually very interesting. So I don't think I only have anything to change. Maybe apart from maybe you have just traveled immediately after your MSc for a PhD, or be very serious with PhD scholarship. But in the real sense of the program, it was a good program for me. I had good experience. I met good people. Like my present supervisor was a student of my former supervisor. So, and from there, it was there. We used to call it Uncle B. Now it's Dr. B, but like my supervisor. So it's just like a graduation from this. So that's the thing. It's actually the best.
So what advice do you have for people, for the younger generations that are looking up to, okay, they want to have their PhD or their masters, what advice do you have for them?
I think the major advice is you have to be interested. I remember when I finished from FUTA, my BTech, everybody wanted me to go back to FUTA for my MTech immediately. Like, I was one of the best students in my set. So even the lecturers in my department were like, normal thing is to come back. But I think I finished with 4.4 something. I was supposed to be first class. So my friend was, when we had to go back, we had first class. So people are just normal thing, like just go and do your MTech, University of Technology. But at that time, I was not really in the mood for a postgraduate. I wanted a break from academics. So I think the first thing is you have to be interested. People go into program.
Took the break you needed. Needed it.
Yes. So why I took the break, I was able to like, okay, am I just doing myself? Because I said I came from a family of academics. I didn't want to be like they're just pushing me, because that means I'll just go and do anything just to get the degree, and I will never have focus. I'll just do it just to stick a program. So you need to be interested in what you're doing. Because
during that break, you took that break to actually think about what you actually want.
Yes.
Then you now wait for your master.
Yes, for my master. So it was not more like people first. That's why you asked me for the no point. I can't really say no point because that time I'm taking a break. I'm not like even some of my mates are already done with MSc. And when I came back for MSc, so apart from the fact that your mates are done, but at that time I was already in a good mental space. So there was not really a challenging period I want to quit, because I know that I've already made up my mind. I'm coming for
this one. Now let's see it from another perspective. You're a mother. You are a wife. You're a student, PhD student. I seem to be a lecturer. Please, how do you balance it?
There's this thing that my husband used to say, work-life balance. It's very difficult to actually get it at times, but you need to just prioritize. At every point in time, you need to you make sure that none of this aspect of your life is suffering because you're doing the program, or because you're working, or because you're a mother, or because you're a wife. You don't have to be able to strike a balance. One thing I try to do is that for work, when I'm working, I close my eyes, like I do the work. And when I'm done with school work as a lecturer, I shut that aspect of my life out. I don't think about it like that. The moment I leave school, I'm done with school.
Oh, okay.
So for research, when I'm in UI for research, everything about me at that time is research. So research, I don't think about my students there, even if they message me, but my focus then is on research. Okay. And for my family, I prioritize my family when I need to take a break, important dates, birthdays, anniversaries, and all that. I try to do my best, make it memorable. Then maybe outing. Then my husband likes to attend Owambe, so I attend with him once in a while. We unwind, we take pictures, you look nice, and so you just try to strike a balance with that. No, it's not easy because the times is as if your life is on 24 hours.
You actually have time to rest with all this.
Yes, I take time to rest. The good thing about me is that I have this kind of, God has blessed me with this nature. I sleep well. So there's no way I'm stressed. If I can get 6 hours of sleep, I'm okay. I don't even need to take any drug. And if I'm very stressed, I can take 10 hours of sleep.
Wow.
And when I take that 10 hours of sleep, not like I will sleep at a strength, but I wake up, sleep back. And when I do that for a day or 2 days, my body will go back to its normal self.
Wow, thank you very much. It was actually nice having you here.
Same here.
And we're looking forward to having you again after your PhD program. All right, the Voyage family, you've heard my wonderful friend here. If you want her to be your mentor or you have more questions for her, please chat us up. Just engage us in the comment section, and don't forget subscribe, and please like the channel and also share. All right, please tell them to share and also follow the channel.
Okay, please follow, subscribe, like, and share the channel with your friends. And thank you.
Thank you very much for coming. Have a wonderful day. Bye, guys. See you in the next episode.